Hey guys, learn to be well-spoken, as being well-spoken is the key to communication. That's today's topic. And the whole reason why I chose this topic was because of my past. You see, when I was younger, I had a lot of social anxiety. I didn't really talk to many people, and when I did, it was just people that I knew. And something that I noticed is that I was never heard when I was younger. Nobody really often listened to me when I had to say something, as I did have a speech impediment, as I did stutter a lot, and that does say a lot, as not many people could understand me when I was younger. And as I got older, I learned that I wanted to learn how to be more well-spoken. I wanted to learn to be heard more, as being heard is key, as saying what's on your mind is important. And if you don't do that, people will speak in front of you. People will speak up for you, as that's not a really good thing to have. Now listen, being well-spoken is something that you can learn. It's not like a secret talent. It's not like something that you're born with. It's something that you need to practice. It's something that you need to learn and grow and adapt from it. And one of the biggest problem with being well-spoken is also having anxiety, of being afraid of having everyone listen to you, having their attention all to you. And this is something that I'm currently learning. And by no means am I well-spoken. I am constantly trying to learn new things. That I'm trying to cut out my butt, I'm also trying to articulate my words better. I'm trying to also raise the tone of my voice and make it sound a little bit better when I do these type of stuff. And something I noticed is the best way to practice is making videos, whether you post it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, or you just post it for yourself. And this is something that I've been doing for almost a month now. Yeah, it's August, so I've been doing this for almost a month, and something I noticed is throughout time I'm getting a little bit better, little by little, but I see the improvement of me being well-spoken. And not just through the videos, but also me talking to friends, me going to networking event, me talking to new strangers, as I see that I'm more confident, but also articulating my words, and people are listening to me more often. Now, talking about being well-spoken is also moving up in life. Whether you have a dream that you're chasing, whether it's a job or for school, if you notice is that if you don't speak up for yourself, if you don't talk what's on your mind, you'll never get anything done. You'll never get what you want in life, as people will speak in front of you, as people will talk ahead of you. And this is something that you must understand, is that when this happens, this is where you gotta speak up for yourself. This is where you need to learn how to be well-spoken. Because if you want to get that raise, if you want to meet new friends, if you want to make new colleagues, if you want to try to network or someone to help you out and you help them out, you must understand you have to portray your word very precisely, very certain that people will help you and you'll help them. And this is something I've been learning. And one thing that I noticed is that I went to a networking event maybe like a month ago. And I noticed that some people that I talked to, I spoke very good. I was very well spoken. And some people, I spoke very poorly. It was really bad, as I was probably stuttering, as I was constantly having anxiety of not really knowing what to say. And listen, this is going to happen to you. There will be some people that you can talk very great. There will be some people that you'll be very well spoken and you can articulate your words a lot better. And there's going to be some people that you can't. And I don't really know the whole reason why this happened, but this is really just the oral of it. This is just the energy and the spiritual of what they're giving out, and you're just kind of reflecting off of that. That's just my consumption. This is just what I'm believing, but that's totally normal if you feel this way. There will be some people that you can talk better than others. That's it. Another thing is that as you get older, networking is key. It's important because we're here on the floating rock to meet one another. We're constantly trying to meet new people, as that's important to live our life. It's not important to really just stay inside all day. It's not good for us to really just not talk to new people every day, as it's important to communicate and learn to adapt. And this is something that I also was talking about maybe a couple of days ago, is that being lucky. The best way to be lucky is meeting new people, because you never know who that person will know. You also never know what that person does for a living or what his skill set are. And this really entails with being lucky, because if you want to have more luck, you need to network. And if you want to network, you need to be well spoken. Another thing I noticed is that overcoming social anxiety. This is something that I used to face a lot when I was younger. And once you start to learn how to be well-spoken, you will see that you get better every time. You start to see that you're overcoming your social anxiety, whether that's talking to girls, talking to guys, meeting a new colleague, for school, for work, whatever it is, you'll start to overcome your over anxiety. Now, The best way to practice, as I keep talking about all the benefits of being well-spoken, the best way to practice is honestly filming yourself. Honestly talking to 10 random people today saying, hey, how you doing? Doesn't gotta be anything crazy. You don't gotta tell your whole life story to this random person. But if you go into the gym, you go into the store, if you're doing errands, if you're going to the bar, whatever it is, try to say to 10 random people, hey, how you doing? And this is something that I've been doing with girls, as like I was very shy to talking to girls. But when you start to really step out of your comfort zone, when you start to learn how to be well-spoken, this is something I recommend doing, is going up to 10 girls, 10 strangers, and this could be guys or girls, whatever, and you say, hey, how you doing? And as you do this often, it might be weird in the beginning, but as you do this often, you start to be more confident, as you're not too afraid of going up to random people, as you're not too afraid of trying to, ask a question or just be there to articulate your words a little bit better towards that random person. Now listen, it's going to be weird in the beginning, as I still find it very weird. And something I learned is that instead of saying, hey, sometimes it's good to ask a question of what's going around you. If you're in the store, if you're at an event, if you're at a bar, if you're just somewhere out in public, it's good to try to ask a question towards that random person. That's something I noticed, is that that's the best way to strike up a conversation. Now, this is something that I'm also learning, is also, I see my views, right, on my videos, and some videos get 100 views, some videos get 20 views, and I notice is that something that I'm trying to do one day is go to a public event. But knowing that if I had 100 people, 30 people, 50 people watch me talk what's on top of my mind, that's scary. That's like a lot of people. And it might not be a lot of views on YouTube, but having 50, 100 people, even 200 people towards your event, that's a lot of people to look and hear you out and really just speak what's on your mind. And knowing this is like, wow, and even though that I only get like 50 views or maybe 100 views, if I ever went to an event with that amount of people, that's scary. I don't know if I can do that right now, as I have still so much to learn. Another way to really practice is learn how to read, learn how to write, learn how to practice articulating your words. Now listen, I'm not saying you don't know how to read, I'm not saying you don't know how to write, but it's the way that you read, it's the way that you keep learning new vocabulary. And once you learn all that, it's the best way to put that down on paper, learn how to write better, learn how to say your sentences better on writing. And once you do that, then learn how to be well-spoken by what you read, by what you learned how to write. And this is something I've been doing for a couple of years, by reading and writing, as it helped me articulate my words, as it helped me become well-spoken. Now again, I still have so much to learn. This is something that will take time. This is something that you must learn to do every day, whether it's making a video, whether it's talking to a friend, talking to a family, whatever it is. And the best way to do this is just starting right now. But that's going to be it for today's video. I think I covered everything of how to be well-spoken. It's going to take some time, but I highly recommend it, and you'll thank yourself in the future. But that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. We got a lot of things to talk about. So anyway, have a great day and peace.